Yes lads, Retox from iKonik here, bringing you a war recap. So this was our first really good war for a couple now. We had a couple of shaky wars, we just weren't up to scratch. I haven't really recorded much and I was ill and I'm still a bit sick now, so I'm sorry if I start coughing throughout this video. Um, so this war was just a really solid performance. We cleared the 9s with loads of attacks left over. We did miss a 2-star on an 11, but the war was locked up so early, we had such a good start that people just kind of dropped concentration. We weren't too bothered about it. One of our town 10s didn't even use either attacks in this war. I didn't use 2 of mine on retox. There was just the 9s were gone. There was nothing left to do. So we're going to show a few replays. Lan, who's our new 9.5, 3-starred 5 and 6. There's a nice 6-star war for him on similar 9.5s, both with Infernos. I'm going to do them as a highlight video, as a separate video. So we're going to start off with, in this recap, I think we've got 5 replays for you. We start off with Slayer, who is our number 1, Town Hall 11, taking on this max defense Town Hall 10. So he's got 38-35 heroes, and he's just bringing a mass value to it. It's literally the new mass witches, it's just destroying bases. Bear in mind this is a completely max defense Town Hall 10 base, and you see there's 1 minute 18 seconds as he sent his troops in there. That I didn't even notice how short this raid actually was. 1 minute 18 seconds to clear a max Town Hall 10 base. You'll notice he doesn't even use his king or his queen ability throughout the entirety of this raid. So he's broken the wall open on one of these box section bases, which you see so much for that. It's god awful. So we're starting to push through. He's just broken. He's got valves going around all the sides. In the core, jump to cut the other side of the core. Just using rages, hasn't even bothered with heals, he's just going to blast them straight through this base. Earthquake, obviously to let him into the core at the start. He's got a golem on this southeast side, working its way up, going to get through that cannon I think as it explodes there. So we literally now have, as this arch tower goes down, 1 cannon left up at 25 seconds. So bear in mind sort of 1 minute 18 raid from the point he sent his golems in, under a minute to leave 1 cannon on the map and a bit of trash. Just absolutely flew through this base. We'll speed up for the cleanup, and just like that, done. Didn't use the king or queen ability. Okay, so next we're going to watch 4 recaps on Town Hall 9s. Some of their higher bases, because their low bases started to just become almost internet bases and weren't that good. Their bases weren't amazing, but their top bases were just a little bit better, or the attacks were a little bit nicer in my opinion. So we're going to start off with TG taking on a number 10. He's bringing a Queen Walk Go-Ho. No Valks in this, so that's why I kind of wanted to show this. You're going to see a lot of Valk attacks on the channel now. It's kind of the current meta, so it's quite nice to see an attack that doesn't include them. So he's starting off with Queen Walk on this southwest corner. Going to be walking down towards the east. So he waited for the arch tower to lock onto the Queen, then sent his minion in after it was safe to do so. The arch tower wouldn't be targeting her. To help make his funnel, I think he wanted the Queen to actually step up and take out that arch tower and mortar. Obviously didn't quite happen. Going to go ahead and engage a lava here, so we're going to speed through that. We all know what this looks like. Okay, so pops are cleared. Just took a bit of time out. So the Queen has actually just gone back there. So not part of the plan. Obviously CZ troops can do that, because they'll finish taking out a building and they won't continue on their path. So the Queen has backtracked. You see on this east corner, he started to kill a squad in. He's got 1 golem down, 2 golems down, 1 in the CC, a max 1, and 1 of his own level 4, sending his king in. So he's broken second part. He could have sent the golems all just straight down this channel that the guys left open all the way through his base, and but he's decided to break in, just take out those defences, use a jump to get the whole way through. You see the Queen has just had to pop her ability to take out the enemy BK on that side, sending all his hogs in now on this south side. His golems, his king are all in the core. Queen's working up as well, taking out things. The hogs have literally just got a path straight up this base. Still got 4 of the Teslas up top that we can see so far. Potentially 3 of the Teslas up top. There might be a 4th. I'm not sure if it went down already or not. Still got a heal in the bag, so he's going to go ahead and pop that down. Cover a lot of defences. Probably going to shuffle that over a little bit just to cover a few more of these point defence. But it's just on the edge of the hill there. Does pop a bomb on this northeast side you just saw, so that Tesla's going to stay up until the last group of hogs come back and take it out. It would have been down already if that bomb wasn't there. In it goes again, not the best bases, it's definitely an internet style base, but Just a really nice attack, ending with both heroes on full health and both golems still up, as well as obviously Hogs will clean up. So we'll just speed through this. Okay, and then next we're going to watch a raid on number 13. Down to that. So number 13 taken on by Monkey Brains. Again, not a Valk attack. He's going to be bringing a Golar Loon. And almost like a max attack style, to be honest. He's got 2 heals in there. Only 1 rage. No other spells, no haste, nothing like that for his air portion. So he's creating this funnel now. Only brought a couple wizards for this. So Queen down. He's going to be sending in his king in any time. Probably waiting for this CC, or at least the Queen, to get locked on those golems. Nice bit of patience there to make sure that king's going to be tanked by the golems. So easy to send your king in that little bit too early. It gets ahead of the golems and it just goes down almost instantly. Don't get much value out, but when you're just that little bit more patient, you get so much value out of him. He hasn't been touched yet. He's on full health. He's got a heal down as well. He's now being targeted by Expo. He's going to probably go ahead and pop the ability any second. There we go. Queen is now locked onto that Lava Hound. So the king is now going to start to take some damage as a Tesla popped. Used both his heals already. The golems are away. Queen's beating on this hound, but he started his air attack. So he sent some loons on the south and then east sides. Everything's working its way up. He's got no spells left at all. He used his rage on the kill squad. Third hound coming in now for this last air defense up at the top. Couple of Teslas pop in, no big deal. Oh, sorry, I need to cough. Sorry about that. And just pushing through this base now. This last air defense is about to go down. All the hounds are gone, but there's so many balloons left. They're just going to swarm in. Couple for the back end defences as well. Just leaving this Tesla now. Plenty of clean up. Pups all around the base. We'll just speed through this last 30 seconds. Okay, so next we're going to watch an attack on 14 by myself on Ret. I was meant to actually attack this on Retox, but I was logged in on Ret, so I went with that. So I'm going with a Golar Loon on this. I've got a Golem on me, 7 Valks, 3 in my CCs, we've got 10 Valks here, 3 healers for a Queen Walk. I'm starting on this west side. I knew the Tesla was there. This was a clean-up attack, and I knew it was a Dragon Loon CC. So this went a little bit wrong here. I had 2 hogs, and my idea was to get the lore. As soon as this queen was about to target the mortar, I wanted to send 2 hogs in, and I was hoping they would go down to this onto this air defense and get the lore. Instead, they pushed forward to the archer tower and go on the eastmost side of it. If they went to the south, they would have also got the lore, but I've missed the lore now. So at this point, I would have been ready to start my kill squad. I wanted to just, as soon as that dragon was out and on the queen, I would have started. But I kind of needed to wait now because I needed to make sure that my queen could get round. I had to put the ability here because she had 2 archers and an expo on her. I had to make sure she got to at least this point so she was going to get round in time. So I've got this golem down with a wizard, just going to get through that mortar. I do want to use my rage on my queen here, so I just dropped a poison on the king just to slow him down. My queen's going to beat through that, no problem at all. So that golem is now taking out the mortar, which has allowed it to step up to the wall and get aggro the wizard tower. So I can send my wall breakers in, open up the funnel. I now know the queen's going to go in with them, so the CC's going to get taken care of. I've still got a poison for it as well. So in go my Valks, in go my troops. I do lose my king here. Because those Valks getting attacked so quickly, the king doesn't really get into the base very deep, so as soon as they go down he just steps out. I put a heal down straight away to cover those Valks because they're under fire from the loon, the dragon and the queen. Put a rage down just to make sure they rip through that really quickly. Put my second heal down early because, as I said, when you've got these the dragon up, you need to be careful. You need to make sure they don't die earlier. It's going to ruin your raid. So in they go now. They're now breaking through compartments, sending their loons in as I go around. And I'm really patient with my loons here. I know this raid didn't finish with loads of time left. For about 15 seconds. I had about a minute left at this point. Still got 10 loons in the bag, you'll notice. And I'm just being patient with him. I'm going to wait for this king to work his way up. I'm going to wait for the Valks to get up there, just start tanking. Starting to send a few loons in now, so I've sent 4 more in. Still got 6 in the bag. They're starting to pack up, working their way along. You've still got healers up now, get my king back up to decent HP. So now I send in my my loons. I stagger them a little bit just in case there's any traps there. It was a ground attack that I'd seen, so I didn't know where all the air traps were. See, I did lose 2. There was a bomb that popped, so it was a good plan. You see there's some air skellies there as well. No big deal now. There's literally just these 2 buildings left where I sent my loons, so didn't even need to take them out, and that's the raid over. Okay, and we're going to watch one more replay, which is number 15, attacked by Nick, who is a relatively new member of us. He's been with us for a few wars now, doing really well. And about time we featured him on the channel. Okay, so again, no Valks on this one. I think apart from Slayer was in Town 11, I was the only person to bring Valks, which is unusual. Not unusual for me to bring Valks, it's rare that I won't, but even before the update. But normally you do see a lot more from us. But again, it's quite nice to see that people are finding success without them, as I do imagine there'll be a nerf coming eventually. It wouldn't surprise me. So he started this queen on this southeast side. Gonna break her open, just using purely the queen and a couple of troops to funnel her. Gonna break right into the base. Actually give himself quite a nice little walk if you want to take out 2 air defences for an air raid, but obviously not getting the queen, I don't believe. So lava comes out of CC, again we'll just speed through this. See, he has started his kill, so he's taking this time on the lava actually. It's a good point to send his golems in on this northwest side. Hound's just gone down, Pup's come out. He uses his rage that he'd save for his queen just to get through these quickly and just help her move along time wise. Enemy queen has just lost. She's just outside her rage unfortunately, but obviously the healer's a rage, which is the most important thing, so they're going to keep her up on good HP. Jump is now down, BK and some wizards are in. They're going to go ahead and start taking things out. The queen has now engaged the enemy BK. She's still got ability. I imagine she's going to have to use it here any second. And there, just goes ahead, pops the ability. Now I'm going to take out a couple of Teslas. You've got a golem down south. That golem's going to be fine, just taking out these last couple of defences, to be honest. And the hogs have come in on this north side. They're all meeting up with the last hill on the eastmost corner, where there's now only 1 cannon left. That's going to go down pretty quickly. We've got this Tesla left on this westmost corner now, and that is the last defence on the base, and we're just on cleanup. Still got a minion left and both poisons in the bag. Didn't use them for the pups at all, and just on cleanup. So again, thank you guys for watching, and sorry for not uploading for a few days.